Reminds me of years ago, we purchased something called a backpack stroller. Now let me explain. For those of you that have traveled with children, you know how much baby hardware you have to take with you, right? Recently we traveled and took our whole family, our grandchildren, and I mean, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm bad enough with my computer and all that. And you have to take your shoes off and your belt off and all the crazy things they make you do now. But then when you start coming through with all that baby stuff, you know, 2 baby car seats and a stroller or 2, and you know, I pity anyone who gets behind us, okay? So we were going on a trip years ago overseas, and Jonathan was a little guy at that point, I think maybe a couple years old. And so before I left, instead of taking a car seat and a stroller, I heard about this thing called a backpack stroller. So I bought it, but I didn't try it out first. And when I got over there, I realized I had bought a completely worthless item. The backpack stroller. Basically, the problem was it did neither well. It was a lousy backpack and a horrible stroller. Because when I would put him in the backpack and put it on my back, it had these big wheels that dug into my back. And then when I took it off and made it into the stroller, it didn't have back wheels, so you had to prop it up the whole time. So, you know, he's in there like this, and I'm like holding it like this. I'm going, this thing is worthless. So now we use that phrase for anything that doesn't work quite right. You know, it's a backpack stroller, you know, sort of a point of reference. I think there's some backpack stroller believers, if you will. They don't do either well. They're not fully living for the Lord, but they're partially in the world. Sort of like people that go into a place that specializes in coffee and they want a decaf, low-fat latte. It's like, why? You know, I went into a Starbucks the other day with a person that ordered that. I won't say who Marty gets, but I said, all the fun is gone. Decaf, non-fat latte. You know, Jesus said that we are to be salt, and salt that has lost its savor is good for nothing. And there's a lot of Christians that are not salty. They're like decaffeinated Christians, okay? I think we need to decide what we want to do and not try to live on the edge, but try to be as close to the Lord as we possibly can.